We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target. Third down here.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. The Chiefs are going to get him.
Always up for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not his best effort there as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
43-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Murray. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
The first down, Chiefs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first-quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. It's complete to Bryant right side. And he'll break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down. Again, Jackson. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24.
A gain of 7 yards. It's now fourth down and 1.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
He'll take over.
How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Start out on the ground, it's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Reception here by Rose. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Down carry for Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Second and 12. Murray dancing to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first corner. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Nothing.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Shotgun now for Murray. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Here's Hill on the return. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. And Barkley will try to punch it in. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And
a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result. Usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On 2nd down, Cook. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he finds Cook. Cook barely lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And the aggressive play. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away, let your defense take over with better field position.
On 1st down, Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And his kick is right through.
Chiefs 21, Chargers nothing. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Past the 20, 10. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Now the point after try for Santos. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Score, Chiefs 28, Chargers nothing. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Not going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And Cook has it, left side.
Jackson.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. They're going for Jefferson downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. 21-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They begin with a run by Barkley, and he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
He's got him there on the crossing route. That's Moore. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
On the play. First down, Chiefs.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Henry Ruggs the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. Forced out to his left. And once more to Ruggs, this time the catch made. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 23. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Tucker set to kick off.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go to Barkley again. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Kevin White on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 30.
A give to Cook out of the gun. Room here to run. all said and done. 46 yards on the play. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Marlon Mack. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run with Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. Into the secondary again. And finally marked down at the 23. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Murray fighting, lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Murray. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And after the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Chargers 7. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They'll start with the option. And some room to maneuver. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Jackson sack.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Brings up second down.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And he's going to go down again.
Jackson sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Barkley. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Charger drive about to get going. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Complete. Jefferson the target. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Cook. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson steps away to his left. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. Man on the left side is Brown. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
He is going to find Hill here, and he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Now, a little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on 1st down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Down and 6.
From the gun, Jackson. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Tucker now to add the point after. Oh, this is blocked. Oh, the Chiefs have got it. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, 20,
He's gonna make everything
10,
happen.
5, and he takes it all the way back. And this crowd can't believe what they're seeing. Things go wrong even after a touchdown in this one. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
And inches.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Kansas City, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.